Those of you who have been ballroom dancing less than 10 years have probably totally missed this gem. And it is called MARILYN, HOTCHKISS Ballroom Dance and Charm School. It came out in 2005. And friends, even if you saw this movie in 2005 before you got into ballroom dancing, re-see. It is by far the most realistic, first of all, ballroom dance movie I've ever seen, and utterly hilarious and entertaining, specifically for ballroom dancers. You are going to identify and laugh with and cry along with all of these characters. I guarantee you've seen them, regardless of where you are in the world, in your dance studio. So we start out, and spoiler alert, I'm just going to briefly go through the plots. We have the main character. His name is Steve. His mom drags him to ballroom dance class as a kid. He meets and falls in love, his first big love, with a girl there named Lisa. And they agree they are going to meet on the 5th day of the 5th month, following the millennium, outside of this ballroom dance school. And of course, this is his unrequited love. He's been thinking about her for years. At this point, I'm going to guess 55, 60 years old in this movie anyway. He gets in a horrible car crash on the way to the dance studio to meet Lisa. And the motorist who happens upon him finds him there kind of towards the end. And Steve tells this motorist, I was going to go meet Lisa and I can't make it. And anyway, the motorist is like, okay, I'm going to go find her for you. Don't worry. So he drives, this new character, drives to the ballroom dance studio. And sure enough, there's a dark-haired, beautiful lady out there. And she's hanging out by the doors. So he goes up, are you Lisa? And it was not. Lisa no-showed. But as you can imagine, he signs up for ballroom dance classes, kind of gets sucked into that first class, and we get to live this experience with him. The first dance class, hey, that's not as bad as I thought. I can kind of do this. The next ballroom dance group class, and his progression and his skill. And you get to see the egomaniac that I'm sure you've seen at the social dances and in your studio, who thinks they're God's gift and is hurling the follows all over trying to show off. The big ego. And then as this character progresses in his dancing, how he kind of grows to outgrow the big proud peacock in the class, and now he's asked to demonstrate for his first class. And so I want to show a couple snapshots here, just screenshots from the film. I guarantee you've been there. So here's shot number 1. This is the very first beginners ballroom dance class. I'll be right back. Guys, next screenshot. And most of us here on our Ballroom Dance Friends channel do compete, so I'm sure you've been in these shoes. He gets to the point where he's kind of the best student in the group class. This is usually where we are, and then we're like, oh, we got to go into competing to grow from here. But anyway, it's his first time. He gets to demo with the teacher. She invites him out. So we've all been there. We're excited. We're nervous. We're like, finally, I've made it. Here's that screenshot. Friends, as you may know, I started the largest ballroom dance studio for children's program in my state. So it actually grew to be hugely massive. But I can tell you this, some of the kids, particularly the boys, their very first dance class, they were a little apprehensive. And so we get a flashback to Steve and his very first dance class, of course, before he met Lisa. And guys, I darn near rolled out of my seat laughing. Steve's mom sees this, commercial for this ballroom dance studio on the TV. The boys peek around the corner. I'm like, thank heavens, our parents don't make us do that. Guys, I was there when I was a kid too. Mentally. But the next scene, the car pulls up and the mom's shoving this kid out and he's hanging on to the car door like, no, don't make me go. She kicks him out. And so I'm going to show a screenshot of that because, guys, I was there myself as a kid. And you know what? I've taught countless kids like this. Here's that screenshot. You know what the funniest thing is, guys? You know, including me. And really any other person I've taught who comes into the studio, including adults, who's like, this is going to suck. I'm doing this for my wife, or I can't believe my dad's making me come. They fall in love. And honestly, that's often where my competitors come from, is people that were dragged in for some sort of social purpose. And then they're like, wow, this is actually really joyful. And of course, our new character ends up falling in love with this lady in the ballroom dance program, which, you know what, guys, I can't even tell you how many people got married that met in my studio. I did have a certain biomass. It was the largest studio in the country. We had 2,000 students in and out the doors a month, but tons of people developed like lifelong relationships there. And for the amateurs that met there, not a single one's divorced yet. So there's something to be said for it, guys. It attracts good people. And guys, oh my gosh, there are such hilarious outtakes. You will identify with like every person in this movie that you see. And I'm going to close this video out with a quote from our dance teacher, who is speaking to this student as he kind of becomes addicted to the ballroom dance world. Dance is a very powerful drug, Mr. Keen. If embraced judiciously, it can exorcise demons, accept deep-seated emotions, and color your life in joyous shades of brilliant magenta that you never knew existed. But one must shoulder its challenges with intrepid countenance if one is ever to reap its rewards. And you know what? We all identify with that too, guys. This film is a treat. So if you missed it, definitely see it. I imagine you can purchase it on Netflix, you know, perhaps Amazon if you have that sort of TV. But I did find a free link if you don't mind kind of the poor resolution. And I'm going to share that for a YouTube video in the description below. Okay, guys, so if you like all things ballroom dance, hey, hit that subscribe button below. If you find this channel entertaining, please hit that thumbs up button. I get so excited every time I see that. And I hear there's a little bell icon you can push if you want a little heads up each day. The video won't come onto your YouTube, but you'll get a little box on your phone that says something like, Sunny's video today is, why do ballroom dancers wear high heels, or something like that. So anyway, friends, I look forward to seeing you first thing in the morning. Thanks for joining me. Happy dancing. Bye.